Good morning, and I've got my morning face because I'm up early. So anyway, I'm out here again early, which has been so nice because I'm done out here at like 10. I don't know why I don't do this before, because like I have said before, I like to get going on cleaning my house, and I kind of get going and then get outside later, but I've been getting out here first and then going inside and cleaning when the AC is on, so it's really nice. And it's been really nice doing this bed maintenance series because any little bit helps, and even if you don't spend as much time as I can out here, so maybe you can only spend half an hour, just spend half an hour. It just really makes a huge difference. Sometimes when they let water down the creek, it's muddy, and so we've got that situation going on today. If you're wondering why it's muddy, I don't know why it does that. Just once in a while when they let it down, probably about twice a year, it kind of has that look to it. So that's how it is today. I haven't exactly chosen what bed I'm doing this morning, and I might try to get 2 done today because I've been doing it quite quickly, and I think the one that I'm thinking about doesn't have a ton of work. So I might split this in 2 videos. It might be 1, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to get as much done as I can in the next couple hours. It's so nice to get these things done when it's super hot outside to make your garden just look better and keep going and get things deadheaded and making it look as fresh as you can, because these months in the summer are really hard, and really all you're doing in July and August, at least here where I live, where it's really hot, is trying to keep things alive and looking good. So let me figure out what section I want to work in today. So yeah, you can see the creek, it's just muddy. I don't know why it is that way. Sometimes when they let water down it, it's that way, and they're definitely letting more down. This morning they haven't let this much down in a little while. I just want to check it out. Yeah, interesting. Okay. I think I actually want to work in this section today and get this section done. I've got some rose deadheading to do, lots of deadheading actually. I want to fertilize these petunias. They're kind of struggling actually, and I want to deadhead these zinnias, so hopefully I can get some fresh blooms out of them. These have been struggling all summer because it's been really dry, and the water, it just gets really dry right here. But I think they'll look better if I go ahead and get that done. I want to clean up that iris a little bit. My Gara, this Gara is amazing. I've heard people say they cut theirs back and then it'll re-bloom, but mine just blooms all summer. I don't think I need to even touch it right now. We've got Rudbeckia coming up, which is nice. I want to add more. I might go buy more Rudbeckia today, actually, because I just want to fill in more spaces. See, it is back there too. Love that. And yeah, there's not really a ton to do. There's not a ton of weeds. Maybe a few little tree seedlings. I want to fertilize these. Everything is just struggling a little bit this year, and I knew it would because we're in a drought. This shouldn't be too much, and maybe I'll include this section too. Maybe I'll do these 2 together because there's really not that much to do. There's way more deadheading to do over there than here though. So I've also got this. I nipped my finger. It's totally fine. It's like barely, but I put a band-aid just to protect it because it keeps lifting the skin a little bit, so it's bugging me. So I put that on to protect it. But I'm gonna put iron on anything that needs iron. Looks like this spirea up here needs iron as well. All these spireas need iron. These coneflowers have been blooming forever, like a month at least, and I love them. This is the biggest they've gotten in this area, so they're doing really good. I've got my Atlas Rose here that needs some iron, and maybe some plant food, which I need to order today and go pick up. So we'll just do anything in this area, any weeding. I've got a few weeds in here, not a ton, but we'll just make it look a little more fresh. Like I've said, every video, here's what I have. I just have everything in here that I might need to kill bugs, to give iron, to give fertilizer. I've got shovels, I've got rakes, I've got clippers, and I've got somewhere to put cuttings. So let's get going. Come on, Piper, we're going down here. Okay, I spent more time in this area than I thought I would, but it really needs it. So I deadheaded all these zinnias. I left a few just because it's fun to have a few flowers, but hopefully that will help them rejuvenate. And there's quite a few buds on there, so they were just trying to get rid of their dead bloomed buds. And then I had a bag of mulch or compost in the garage. It is kind of mulchy though. It's not the greatest compost in my opinion, but I thought this would be perfect for this spot. Then I can use it up and it looks so much better already. And I decided I'm going to give this area a shot of fertilizer. It could use some iron in here, especially I might throw some iron on those too, just directly. Coreopsis does well anywhere. Look at that. That flower is amazing. So I'm going to use the water-soluble fertilizer, and then that'll be nice to have. I can give my other plants a shot. I like to use the Miracle Grow spray or this one. The dial-in spray is nice because you can kind of measure how much comes out. This one, I believe you dilute this one. The other one, you just put like half a bag of this into it and then it will fill with water. This one, you add water first and then add the fertilizer. I am just dripping sweat, you guys. It's just dripping down my chin. But anyway, I'm not used to this humidity. Oh, all these monsoon storms that we're getting in our area, not necessarily all here, is just bringing so much humidity. It's reminding me of Cleveland and Florida. But anyway, this is a good one. So let's fill this up and then fertilize these. Okay, got that watered in, fertilized. After I was done with that, I came in with some granules to help with some pests that I've had down here. Once I treated those, these look so much better. So I'm treating them again because I think that's why they're bouncing back. So that looks so much better. Oh, the water's starting to get a little more clear again too. Okay, I'm soaking this tree with some water because it's been so hot. So I'm just letting that hose run just a little bit, and then I'm going to clean up some weeds and trees, deadhead, and get into this area here. Okay, we have some lawn mowing going on in the neighbor's yard, but that's okay. We'll just deal with it. I cannot believe the difference that makes, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I spent so much more time in here than I thought I would. As I got in there, I was like, oh, I'm gonna shape this. I'm gonna clean that. I'm gonna fertilize this. I'm gonna put pest control here. Not pest control, but snail bait. I need to do a little more Sluggo Plus in here too. And I'm gonna do that right now, but I probably won't film it because I have to go get my other container in the garage. And I'm just ready to wrap this one up, but oh man. Even though my petunias aren't doing really great, I hope they survive. It just looks so great. And I actually have a couple, you know what? I'm gonna pop in a couple more purple petunias that I have and see how they do, because I got a few extra ones when I got the ones to fix these hanging baskets. So I'll just throw them in the ground. I've been treating them with iron because they're pretty low on iron. But anyway, let's take a look around and talk about what we did here. So mulch, compost mulch, put down, fertilize these zinnias. I think they're gonna be so much happier. They already look so much better. Deep watered that tree, clean this all up, pull the weeds out, blew it out, put all the wood chips back over there. They tend to accumulate here, so I kind of just took them all out there, and then as they fall they just kind of spill over here. So I cleaned that up, pick my clippers up, watered things in, fertilized, deadheaded. I don't think it filmed, but I did pull a lot of the dead iris leaves out, and that always makes a huge difference. That does tend to get floppy, and I'll have to come in here in a couple weeks and do that again. But my yellow dahlias are looking great. We got more buds coming up on those. The layering starting to just really fill out. I have some grass. I pulled out any grass. I didn't really do this section. And any little tree seedlings that were in here. Pulled some weeds. Put iron on this, put iron on my spirea, trimmed back my spirea a little bit. In fact, I gotta do that one a little bit because I think it will rebloom again. But I trimmed these ones back. Deep watered some things in here that have a hard time where the sprinklers don't reach. Fertilized these. Oh, got so much done, you guys. Shaped up my dogwood slightly and my 9 barks back there. Deadheaded a few roses that were done here. I'm so glad I gave these Gertrude Jekyll roses a chance. They're massive. And now they're gonna get more sun, so they're doing good this year. I'm so happy. There's some crazy weed in here taking over my grass and my flower bud. I wanna show it to you guys. I pull it and it's like this big strand that grows, and I pulled it at least 2 feet back in my lawn back here, so it's all in here, and it's very annoying. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. So this whole thing is basically this grassy looking weed. This zinnia is gonna start shining, cut away a little bit around that so it could do a little better. You guys, just feels so good. Dogwoods look a little better shaped up. Love the color they bring. Deep watered this because I think it's struggling. And I think that's about it, you guys. I'm really starting to love the layering here. This is one area that I've really focused on getting flowers that bloom each season. If I can get the rest of my yard to look like this, that would be fantastic. But I've really focused on this section, so loving it. These Superbena take forever to get going in my yard. I don't know if I'm gonna do them, but I'm sure in a month they'll be pretty big, and they will out quite a bit. But I do like the pop of this raspberry. But I have been gone a lot, so everything's struggling a little bit. So let's pray that those Supertunias last. And I'm gonna go pop in 2 more Supertunias and then chop back that spirea. I'm not gonna film that, but that means I'm done with this section, and it looks so much better. Oh, look at it. So take the time to go out and just focus on one section at a time. And I feel like that makes it more manageable, and just focusing on everything you see that there's a need. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.